What is the word? What is the word, too? It's your man, Black King 91, back at you again. I just wanted to drop some information I just thought about just now. Half meditating, basically. But, as a person that's into this, what we call occult knowledge, hidden knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had to stop feeling like, okay. I had to like stop like my ego from like feeling like a certain kind of way, like real shit, because like you will kind of get big headed, you know what I'm saying? Like walking amongst regular humans, you know what I'm saying? Like how you'll kind of start looking at things when you see how the power that you have within yourself, basically. I'm saying that trying not to be arrogant, you know, because I know that within myself, I can come off that way probably in other realms, in other dimensions. I can come off that way. Other dimensions of myself, I can come off arrogant. But you know, like along this level, don't feel like you got it all figured out. You know what I'm saying? None of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because within consciousness, you know what I'm saying, anybody can get to these levels. You know what I'm saying? And regardless of what's going on within themselves, you know what I'm saying, you can reach higher levels of consciousness. You can. Anybody can. Some of these people probably have done this and kind of don't know it. Or it's like this is like stuff that's like along this plane, you know what I'm saying, like paranormal, like metaphysical shit, you know what I'm saying, like it's naturally a part of them, you know what I'm saying, but you really don't key into it, you know what I'm saying. All that stuff goes into higher dimensions of consciousness, higher levels of consciousness, you know. But basically just like telling people like just not to feel like you got it all figured out. You know what I'm saying? Because this shit is deep. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't feel like, okay, that like once you get a certain amount of information, you know what I'm saying? Like that you are so able to tell the next man what this information is about. Because for them, on their level, they'll be somewhere else with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, like that'd be kind of funny part. Like people come at you based off the information that they into right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, let people come at you based off the person that they is right now. You know what I'm saying? Like they not coming at you, you know what I'm saying, like thinking about the grand scale of things. You know what I'm saying? Like they gonna look at themselves and they gonna look at you. They gonna look at how you feel with them. You know what I'm saying? Like it'd be funny like with this information. Like people, okay, like people can hear you speak like from your heart. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I don't know. I guess I feel like people would like want you to like prove yourself. Like I feel like it was like something improving yourself. You know what I'm saying? So man, trip off of how you think about this reality. You know what I'm saying? And watch it play out amongst the people around you. Like real shit. Like watch it play out like with the people around you. Trip off the way you think about this reality. And watch 9 times out of 10 the people around you be kind of spot on. You know what I'm saying? Like with how they look at you. Like they be kind of spot on. Like with the person that they looking at. Kind of pretty much. You know. It can be things that cause people to look at people at in certain ways, in certain thought forms. But you know what I'm saying? See, like that's kind of a double-edged sword, like at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Because like you can be looking at somebody for certain reasons, you know what I'm saying? But this person within themselves is fully conscious, you know what I'm saying? And it's like they're not gonna do nothing to you, or it's like you're completely wrong about your preconceived notions, you know what I'm saying? So like we have to be careful, you know what I'm saying? Like I kind of feel like I had to say this because it's like I kind of like, I don't know, like, you know, like I'm not even gonna speak on that, but yeah, just let that energy fade to the side. But yeah, it's your man's Black King 91. I ain't really want too much, you know what I'm saying? Just been kind of tripping off like how this, like literally like how this reality like is like bouncing off of me. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. Like the manner in which the transaction between me, the air in my flesh, the air, the next man, you know what I'm saying? Like it just all seems deeper to me. Like it just all seems like more complex than like what the regular person thinks of it. You know, it just kind of causes me to experience things a little bit different within myself. You know what I'm saying? And like that's alright. You know what I'm saying? Like that's alright. At least that's how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things I go through. You know what I'm saying? Like in order to kind of integrate myself back, I started thinking about it like I'm not so different. So I guess I can say I'm not so different. You know what I'm saying? Shit. But yeah. Us walking along this spiritual journey, don't nobody get arrogant. Like, don't nobody get too big-headed, like, with this knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, there's something that's not for, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you see somebody expressing themselves, you know what I'm saying? Like, as long as they're not offending you, like, personally, you know what I'm saying? Like, let people, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's gonna be times, like, when you're gonna want to say shit, you know what I'm saying? And for that, like, I don't blame you. You know what I'm saying? Like, but know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, know the thought forms, like, that you're carrying within yourself, you know what I'm saying? And, like, don't let this cause issues for you. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? You can use your own conscious mind from there when you hear me say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you see people express themselves, know how to not take everything so fucking personal. You know what I'm saying? Like when you see people express themselves in different events, like through the world, you know what I'm saying? Trip off of the manner in which these emotions is coming about and like they come up out of them. You know what I'm saying? Like don't just stand there and like react to the emotional content and like go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? Like don't just go with the flow. Like fucking Pac said, you know what I'm saying? Like all this is a symphony, all this is music, all this is tones and frequencies. You know what I'm saying? Pac said, don't just sit there and bob your head and listen to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen to what these niggas is saying to you. You know what I'm saying? Trip off of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, in music, that's a whole vibe and frequency thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can break that down in tones and frequencies. You know what I'm saying? And that goes straight into a dimensional world. All of this is frequencies. From the wall to the trash can, to the goddamn, the TV up on your wall, it's all frequency. You know what I'm saying? It's all frequency. All tones and frequencies. You know what I'm saying? Things just at different frequencies, at different dimensions. Things, all these objects have a different dimension. Do they not? All these objects have a different dimension. What is within all these objects? See, like a dimension is nothing but a vessel. It holds shit. That's all a dimension is. Different dimensions have different rules. There's different things that can be held in different dimensions. It's different dimensions. Like man, like when you think about this shit, like all of this shit is showing you what it is. You know, everything is a vessel. Everything is from a car to a house to your body to every object that you look at can hold something, has something inside of it. If we're not talking about the molecules itself, like when you break it down far enough, it's something inside. that like you don't see, you know, like a different dimension. I believe like the molecular level is a different dimension. You know what I'm saying? Where it's different rules. You know what I'm saying? And it's right there. But I'm gonna keep this one short. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna sit up and talk y'all head off. It's a whole bunch of information that y'all already know. Just wanted to spit it. You know what I'm saying? But it's your man's Black King. 9-1. Should I start saying 10? 9 plus 1. It's the one. But I'm gone.